So we'll do a quick tour with our new scouring machine. We have, as of this week, started our training. It took a month to get everything really installed, but we're happy to report that our crew that did the installation did a great job. We've had no electrical problems, no air supply issues. Everything is working fine. So that was a big accomplishment on Monday when we had our first training session with Australian Wool Testing Authority. Is everything is working, and we, our air supply, hot water, the dryers, the venting, everything was good. So these machines, as you can tell, are pretty complicated. In a nutshell, there are 3 wells. We can wash 3 150-gram samples every 6 to 7 minutes. We are able to track the progress of the sample here. It tells you when the water is filling, when the soap is filling, what rinse cycle it's on. It drains down here. We can collect our vegetable matter directly from the bowl itself. When the wool is washed, pardon our vegetable matter here, we basically roll up the sample and we'll put it in a dryer can. We'll open up the dryer can. So with our wash sample, we will take and place it. This has been washed twice, so it's falling apart. Place it in the can. Clean out this well to get all of the any bits of wool and vegetable matter that are left behind. So you have a correct sampling process. And then the cans will go into a centrifuge, which we have here. We're fortunate we had an existing centrifuge that we could have a carriage fabricated to set the cans in, so it will spin out any excess moisture from the cans. Then we'll go behind you to the dryer. And these cans pop in here. You just twist and turn them. Again, everything's digital and automated where we can track the process of drying for each individual sample. It will alert you when the samples are dry. So it's forcing air into each individual sample and monitoring each one of them for their core temperature and for their moisture content. So if you have a sample that's lingering and not getting dry, it will alert you, and that means there's something wrong. Either it's blocked, there's too much soap left in it, it's not clean. So pretty nice that it does both. And usually, I want to say yesterday our testing samples we ran, they were dry in 38 minutes. So that's pretty consistent with what they're getting in Australia. So theirs are about 35 to 40 minutes. So that's really going to allow us to speed up the initial testing for all the samples. So instead of taking us a day to wash, a day to dry, we can wash and dry in under an hour. We can do 24 samples. So that's really gonna help to speed us up. And back over here, I've got a few dry samples that we did yesterday. And again, you can see that we're still trapping all the vegetable matter that's needed for the VM yield. So it's all in there. So, but it does get it very clean. Happy with the cleanliness, and it doesn't feel like it has any soap residue. We have lots of trials to do coming up to test our soap. Lots of wool to wash. Like I said, we've got samples from Australia, or actually New Zealand, I'm sorry, that sent the American wool samples back to us. So we've got the data on those samples, and they haven't been washed. So, but we've got I think 8,300 samples from New Zealand back. That's American clip. And then we have several warehouses and producers that have sent us samples. So we're well on our way to having a stash of wool to get through the machines and develop our process for residual grease and ash to feed the NIR equation. So that's the other factor to speed us up. It's going to have to be the NIR. We are going to have to rely on that. So the sooner we can get the samples tested that we have on hand, get them through this system, we can develop the NIR equation and be set for January. So.